Right. Good evening and welcome to Maths Atoka online class. Today we'll be talking about the roots of a quadratic equation. And I say let alpha and beta be the roots of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, now it means that root means solution. It means that if I solve this thing, that I'm supposed to get that x is equal to alpha and what, or x is equal to beta. That is the meaning of let alpha and beta be the root. It means that alpha and beta are the solution of this. Solution means after solving this, I'm supposed to get this. So let me take this thing back to get this equation. This going back here, I'm having x minus alpha is equal to 0. Or this going back here, I'm having x minus beta is equal to 0. Let me combine the two of them. S minus beta alpha multiplying x minus beta is still 0. Because if this thing is 0 and this one is 0, it means that if I multiply both of them, I'll still get 0. So let me clear the bracket. This time this I'm having what? X squared. This time this I'm having what? Minus what? Beta x. This time this I'm having what? Minus alpha x. Minus times minus plus alpha times alpha. Alpha times beta, alpha beta is equal to 0. Now let me arrange it and collect like them. This is x squared. Okay, minus can be outside. I'll have alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Let me check if it's correct. Minus times this minus alpha times x. I'm having minus alpha x. Minus times beta minus beta times x minus beta x. So from this place, let me make x. I don't want x to have any coefficient. I want the coefficient of x to be 1 here. So let me divide everybody by a. Divide by a to have x squared plus b over a x plus c over a is equal to 0. So let me write this thing down here and see what I'm going to get. X squared plus b over a x plus c over a is equal to 0. Comparing these two things, x cancel x. This thing is showing me, if I'm comparing, it's showing me that minus into alpha plus beta x is equal to what? Beta over alpha over a x. X cancel x. Let minus go here. Alpha plus beta is equal to what? B over a. Okay? Let me compare the last one. Alpha beta is equal to what? C over a. So an alpha plus beta means adding the two roots I have. So which means sum of roots, which is equal to alpha plus beta. The formula is what? Minus b over a. Okay? You may not need all this derivation. Just know that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b over a, which is sum of the root. And product of the root, product. You know, product means to multiply it, which is alpha beta, gave me c over what? A. Please, these are the two most important things you need to have in this root of quadratic equation. If you are being asked anything, the first thing you must get is what? The sum of the root and the product of the root. So this thing is teaching me something. This formula here is teaching me something. This formula that said x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus what? Alpha beta is equal to 0. Okay? It means that to find any quadratic equation, in life, what do? Just do, if you put down x squared, you say minus sum of the roots. Okay? Plus, you now attach x to it. Plus what? The product of the roots. You now say equal to 0. Okay? In short, to find any quadratic equation, the formula is simply x squared minus, just put sum, but you know that the sum of roots x plus what? Product equal to 0. As simple as that. So to find any quadratic equation, you just say x squared minus sum, you put x plus product is equal to 0. So that is that. Okay. Okay, let me give question. The question said, if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equal to 0, then I say find the following. Number one, find the following. Number one said alpha plus beta. Number two, alpha beta. Number three, alpha squared plus beta squared. Number four, alpha cube plus beta cube. Number five, alpha minus beta all squared. Okay. Number six, alpha over beta plus beta over alpha. Number seven, alpha beta squared plus beta plus alpha squared beta. Number eight, okay. Number 8, 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Okay. So number 9 said find the equation whose roots are 1 over alpha and 1 over beta. 2 alpha plus beta and alpha plus 2 beta. I said alpha squared comma beta squared. IV alpha plus 2 comma beta plus 2. Okay, which other one? Okay, so these are the questions they say we should find, and they are very simple questions. They are very simple questions. Okay, let's be taking them one after the other. The first one said alpha plus beta, and I told the formula alpha plus beta is simply minus b over a, and you have to name it that your a, this is a, b and c. Okay, sorry, let's change this place to minus so that in case, so which means my a is 2, my b is minus 5, and my c is 3. Please note. So let's put it now. I have original minus here. That is why I decided to put minus here, so that you yourself don't make mistake. I have original minus here. Before I will now put that minus 5 over what? My a is 2, which is what? 5 over 2. I'm done with that. Number 2. Alpha beta said what? C over a. You need to know this formula, which is what? 3 over 2. You see, it's very simple. Number 3. Number 3 said alpha squared plus beta squared. Please, you need to memorize the formula. The formula just said bring the squared outside. Alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. Please, you need to know it. Okay, so let's now put it. If we put it, I'm having I'm gotten this one 5 over 2 all squared minus 2 into 3 over 2, which is what? 25 over 4 minus 6 over 2. Or let me say minus 3 over 1, because 2 can cancel 2. So I'm having LCM is 4, 25 minus 12. So my answer is 13 over 4. As simple as that. Number 4. Number 4 said alpha cube minus beta cube. Please, I do remember this one from this one. This one is 3 here. So I'll go to this formula here and change anywhere I see 2 to be 3, which is what? Alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta. But the only problem here is that this one, sorry, there's plus here. This one, you must attach alpha plus beta again. That is the only difference between this one and this one. Just change everybody to 3, then equally attach another alpha plus beta. So my answer becomes what? 5 over 2 all cube minus 3 into 3 over 2 into 5 over 2 again. So my answer becomes 125 over 8 minus 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 5, 45 over 2 times 2, 4. So if you do the LCM 8, I'm having 125 minus 90. So what do I have now? Please do the math and get your result. I don't want to waste my time. Thank you very much. So number 5. Number 5. Where is number 5? Okay, number 5 said alpha minus beta all squared. Please, this one is simply the same alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. You see, I arranged the 3 of them so you know that this one is the first one is 2, the next one here is 3, and this one is 4. Please note that. But I'm supposed to derive it for you so you understand, Sha. Okay, maybe I will derive it for you, but you don't need the derivation anyways. To derive this one, alpha plus beta, why is it alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta? Okay, why is it so? Let me check what alpha plus beta all squared will give me. Square the first one, you have alpha squared. Multiply the first one and the second one, double it, you have what? 2 alpha beta. I don't want to confuse you. Square the last one, you have what? Beta squared. So I want to keep this one subject of the formula. I want to leave only alpha squared plus beta squared, which means this one will go to this side and it's plus. If it's going to this side, become minus. So I have alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. So this is how this becomes this, okay? I don't want to confuse you with deriving the formula. They won't ask you to start deriving it. Yes, in most cases. Okay. So in this one, why is this? Okay, this is this because if I have alpha minus beta all squared, or less clear, whenever you have squared outside, square the first one, alpha squared. Multiply the first one and the second one, double it, minus 2 alpha beta. Square the last one, I have what? Plus beta squared. So, but let me arrange it. Alpha squared plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, we know the meaning of this one alone. This one alone means alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. Before I will now put another minus 2 alpha beta. So both of them will give me alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. You see why this one is minus 4 alpha beta. So you don't need the derivation anyways, but if you learn it, it's a plus to you. Okay, so let's substitute. Alpha plus beta gave us 5 over 2 all squared minus 4 into 3 over 2. So what do I have? 25 over 4 minus 6 over 1. Okay, so what do I have? 25 minus 4 times 5, 24 times 6, 24 over 4. So I'm having 1 over 4 as my result of number 5. So number 6 said alpha over beta plus beta over alpha. So let's find LCM. This time this alpha beta. These two divide this, I'm having alpha. Alpha times this, I'm having alpha squared. Plus this divided by this, I'm having beta. Beta times this, I'm having what? Beta squared. So which is what? Alpha squared plus beta squared. Don't forget the formula. The formula is what? Alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta all over this one that is already here, alpha beta. So do your substitution and tell me what your answer is in the comment section. Number 7 said alpha beta squared plus what? Beta plus alpha squared beta. Okay, now in this case, what is common between these two people? I think alpha beta is common. If these two divide this, beta is remaining, plus if these two divide this, alpha is remaining. But I can arrange it to be alpha beta bracket alpha plus beta. So do your substitution and tell me what your answer is in the comment section. So number 8 which is the final one here, which said 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Okay, LCM is alpha beta. When these two divide this, I'm having beta. Beta times this, beta, plus when these two divide this, I'm having alpha. Alpha times this, I'm having alpha. If you arrange it very well, I'm having alpha plus beta all over alpha beta. Okay, do your substitution and tell me what your answer is at the comment section. So let's talk about number 9. Number 9 is where we have some little work to do, but permit me to still clean this. Okay, so that we will have space for number 9. Yes, don't forget our equation is 2x squared I think minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, to solve this, they say that alpha and beta are the roots of that equation. Okay, then we should find the equation whose roots are this. But don't forget that to find any equation, to find quadratic equation, there is just one formula. Okay, not really one formula, but in this pattern, one formula that said just write x squared minus sum first, then you put what, x, then plus what, product is equal to 0. That's just how to find quadratic equation, which means since these are the roots of the quadratic equation I'm looking for, I need to find their sum and find their product, then put it here. I have gotten my answer. So first thing I'm looking for here is the sum. So first of all is sum. The sum is what? 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, which is what? LCM is alpha beta. I'm having beta plus alpha, which is written as alpha plus beta all over alpha beta. So, but on a normal, we know what alpha plus beta is from here, which is what? 5 over 2. Because of divide, I will use this type of divide. Divided by alpha beta gave us 3 over 2, which is what? 5 over 2 times 2 over 3. This can cancel this. I'm having 5 over 3. I have gotten the sum. The next thing I need to get is the product. And product means what? Multiplying both of them. That is 1 over alpha times 1 over beta, which is what? 1 over alpha beta, which is what? 1 divided by alpha beta is what? 3 over 2. And reciprocal means 2 over 3. So since I have gotten since I've gotten the sum and the product, my solution becomes, the equation becomes, just say x squared minus the sum, which is what? 5 over 3. Put your x plus what? Product, which is what? 2 over 3 is equal to 0. To remove the denominator, multiply everybody by 3, which is what? 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. And that is my result. As simple as that. So let me do the next one. I'm going to solve one more, and then the rest becomes an assignment for you, and then I need your answer at the comment section. Which one do I solve now? Okay, let me solve this one. Let me solve this. This one said the first thing we need is the sum, and the sum means to add everything, which is what? 2 alpha plus beta plus alpha plus 2 beta, which is what? This plus this will give me 3 alpha. This plus this will give me what? 3 beta. And I know that 3 is common. I'm having alpha plus beta. So which is what? 3 bracket alpha plus beta gave me 5 over 2. So my answer is what? 15 over 2. For the sum, let's go for the product. The product means multiplying them, which is what? 2 alpha plus beta multiplying by alpha plus 2 beta. So let's multiply. If we multiply, I'm having this time this will give me 2 alpha squared. This time this will give me 4 alpha beta. This time this will give me plus alpha beta. Plus this time this will give me 2 beta squared. Okay. If I bring them together, I'm having 2 alpha squared plus 2 beta squared plus 5 alpha beta. Okay. But 2 is common here, to have 2 into alpha squared plus beta squared, then plus 5 alpha beta. Okay. Remember that these two is now your assignment. So let me clean here. If I clean here, I'm having 2 into, don't forget the meaning of alpha squared plus beta squared. The meaning is what? Alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. That's the meaning. You close. Then plus what? 5 alpha beta. So what do I have now? This time this. 2 into alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta plus 5 alpha beta. So what do I have now? 2 into alpha plus beta all squared plus alpha beta. Yes, because this and this will give you plus alpha beta. So let's substitute. I'm having 2 into 5 over 2 all squared plus what? 3 over 2. So if I do the math, what do I have now? 25 over 2 plus 3 over 2, which is what? LCM is 2. I'm having 28, which is what? 14. So since I've gotten 14, my answer is simply s squared minus, I have gotten sum. This is the sum. Where is the sum? Okay, this is the sum, which is what? 15 over 2. You attach your x plus product, which is what? 14 is equal to 0. So multiply everybody by 2 so that you clear the denominator, which is what? 2x squared minus 15x plus 28 is equal to what? 0. That is my quadratic equation. Thank you very much for your time. Please do it and do it and do it so you understand perfectly. God bless you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you need us to solve any question or any topic at all, put it down on the comment section. We attend to you. God bless you.